I would say, I hate to be the one to tell you this, but I'm actually really excited to tell you this. The MacBook Neo just crushed, and I mean absolutely obliterated the PC laptop market share. Like it's damn near over. MacBook is going to be the default option for students going forward for the rest of time. I mean, there is not going to be another laptop made by Asus or Lenovo at $499 with the student discount that even comes close to the value that the MacBook Neo offers. Just off the screen alone, this screen is so sharp. Like, I mean, it's Apple. It's a liquid retina display. You know what you're getting into if you know what I'm talking about. Like, you need like a magnifying glass to spot a pixel on that thing. So off rip, you're already getting a great return on investment off the screen. But that's not even like all of it. The keyboard, the build quality, the speed at which the operating system is going to, move, and just the ease of use. If you've never used Windows before, macOS is so much easier. And the reliability, let me tell you, I literally have not had a blue screen in the 5 years that I switched over from having a gaming PC tower to Mac. I've never had a blue screen or anything equivalent. I've never been worried about a virus, regardless of like where I get my software from or anything like that. I've never been worried about anything. And that's just like the peace of mind that comes with Mac. You never want to just be opening a wrong email and suddenly your whole computer is compromised. That literally does not exist on here, and it's like such a rare case if it did. And mind you, as a student, I'm not a student, but as a student, I would really appreciate just having everything you need already built in on the device. Like, who wants to pay for a Microsoft 365 account? Nobody. So the fact that Apple puts Pages, Keynotes, and Numbers all on the device for free, you can upgrade it to get like AI features with Apple Studio, which is also only $2 a month and gets you so much more than just those like Office apps. You get Final Cut, Pixelmator, which is like Photoshop, Logic Pro, which is like FL Studio, and just like a couple more that I can't think of off the top of my head. But for $2 a month as a student, that is an insane deal. Like, you're literally not finding anything else like that, especially able to run at the level that it will be running off of a $500 laptop. This thing has an A18 Pro in it, which I believe is the same chip from the iPhone 16 Pro or 17. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. The point is, it's a really powerful recent chip. It's going to be super power efficient. It's going to be super quick and snappy. I'm telling you, like, literally, I'm confident that you'll be able to, edit 4K video like butter on that thing. Not that everybody does edit, but that just like as a benchmark of power, that's pretty crazy off a $500 device. Like I said, you're not finding anything like that on Windows terms. And if you do, it's going to be a gaming laptop. That thing is going to be like 7 to 8 pounds, have a huge fan. It's going to be loud. It's going to be smelly. It's going to be all types of things that MacBook is not. And then on top of that, you got the ecosystem advantage. A lot of college kids are most likely using an iPhone already. So the learning curve from iPhone to MacBook is pretty small in general. And overall, just the ecosystem features, like I can literally remote into my phone anytime I want and just use it. I do that all the time. I have an iPad. I use it as not only a second monitor, but as a phone. I do calls a lot on my job, but as a phone that I don't have to pick up, unlock, dial a number. I just copy and paste the number onto my iPad without even moving my hand off the mouse, and I'm calling hundreds of people all day. That's something I couldn't do on a Windows. And like, if I had to switch to Windows, bro, I'd be so upset just because of how easy it makes my job alone. So for all types of people, I can imagine just these two ecosystem features will be life changing for a lot of people. I haven't even transferred a file from my phone to my computer or vice versa with a wire in the last 5 years. I've never done that. I've used to have to email myself whatever I was trying to get from my computer to my phone or back and forth. I used to have to email myself every day large files. That was horrible. I don't do that no more. That's stupid. Like, I'm telling you, no matter what major you're in, the MacBook is the way. And Apple's really smart about this, because from here on out, the Mac market share is just gonna climb. I'm telling you, it's the default option. Everybody's like, oh, I wish I could get a MacBook, but they're so expensive. Like, they're not worth it, blah, blah, blah. They're not expensive anymore. They're not. And if you say that you are, you're moving the goalposts. I promise you, they are not expensive. Now everybody's gonna have one. When the market share goes up, this is the one key thing that Apple now needs to fix. Before, the only two things holding them back from being dominant in the PC, personal computing, market space was the fact that, one, they're expensive, and two, they don't game. Everything else, they slaughtered PC. They slaughtered them. They wiped the floor all the time. Those are the only two things I needed to fix. Now, they're not expensive. I almost flipped y'all off. I'm sorry. They're not expensive. And now they need to fix the gaming. And here's how the MacBook Neo is going to actually help that. Because a lot of college kids are now going to default to the MacBook Neo, the market share is going to get big. Apple can go to game studios and be like, hey, look, I know before we didn't have many MacBook users, so it wasn't worth it for y'all to port your games over to us. But look how much our market share has grown. You might think that it's worth it to start developing a port of your games for our MacBooks now. And you know what? As a shareholder, as a gaming company, I would jump on that, because college kids are usually young, they're usually gamers. Sometimes they want to debrief, and they're in a dorm. Dorms are small. You don't want to have a big giant gaming PC or 2 or 3 of them because you're sharing, and then the room's all hot. No, like, you want your MacBook to have the game you want to play, and eventually that will come within like the next year to year and a half. Apple is going to have a lot more games on here. They've been making a silent little effort that has been adding up. There's a lot more titles today than there was 6 months ago. And before, that wasn't the case. It'd be rare for Apple device to even get one title in 6 months. But now there's so much more on the iPhone, the iPad, the MacBook. If you don't believe me, just go in the App Store and check it out. There's Assassin's Creeds, there's Resident Evils, Power Wash simulators, NFL, NBA. There's all types of stuff on there, and that will be easily played on the MacBook Neo, hands down. Yeah, that's how they're gonna increase their market share, increase their gaming ability. And the last thing I wanted to leave y'all with, and I know it's kind of a joke at the moment, but Apple Intelligence. If the leaks have been any indication of how good Apple Intelligence will be, then we are in for something great. And the fact that the MacBook Neo is going to have access to it is awesome. It's going to be great for everybody. And it's going to really flex that Apple muscle. Of course, they're going to be using Google Gemini, which the last time I checked was one of, if not the best. Like, there's a huge margin of greatness between Gemini and ChatGPT at the moment. And Apple's gonna do some flashy stuff. They always gotta do some flashy stuff. So there's gonna be some cool features coming within like the next 6 months before school season starts again. At that point, that's when the MacBook Neo is going to look like an absolute incredible deal. Like I said, on Windows, you cannot get something that valuable, but they have also been trying to push this Copilot AI thing for so long. Ever since ChatGPT started going viral, they've been trying to push this Copilot thing. I've not used Copilot once in my life, and I don't know of anybody who seriously does. But if they get this Apple Intelligence thing right, and they just show how much of a difference it is from Copilot to Apple Intelligence, then it's wraps. It's wraps. There's literally no reason to buy a PC at all. It's gonna be it for me. If you like the video, consider leaving a thumbs up, subscribing. Let me know how you feel down in the comments. Are you gonna be picking up a MacBook Neo yourself? I personally am not, because I'm not a student. I'm more of like I usually like the Air products. I might get a Pro sometime soon, but honestly, you cannot deny how great of a device this is looking to shape up to be. Casual PC users as well, even if you're not in school, like if you want to get a computer for your grandma or something and she got an iPhone, it's not going to take her much to wrap her head around how to use a damn MacBook, because it got all the same apps, it works the same way. It's gonna have all her contacts, her pictures, her messages, all her settings, her notes that she needs to find. Hypothetical grandma, like, you're welcome. Like, this is game changing. It's not only for students. I know I was like super focused on students right here because this is like the main target, but casual PC users too, the ones that use their laptop to like bank and book flights and stuff, like this is it's good for y'all too. But that'll be it for me.